floor. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
It's Shazia Noor here today with Shahina Siddiq from Tutti Frutti Creations and Rabina Mahmood, my sister, and she's also head of Ruby's Beauties, and she also works with New Fitness as well. So, ladies, what are we doing today?
We're just going to do a nice and healthy alternative for iftar openings or sahur on the morning. It makes a difference from halwa, puris and chaat and samosa and pakore. And even with this, you can either spice it up or tone it down.
You can do,
it's highly up to you. You've got to remember when you're fasting, you must have stuff like melons and berries to hydrate your body. The more watermelon and that, it stays in your body all day, so it keeps you hydrated. As much watery fruits as possible, oranges, strawberries, blueberries, tangerines.
I think sometimes you get that, don't you? I think when it comes to desserts as an Asian.
Yeah.
Not just Asians, I think it's from all communities. You sort of have this thing, don't you? Well, for me, I'm more of a cake custard person and like waffles and like obviously you're more into the Asian desserts.
Yeah, I like kheer and mitta jawal and.
And I'm not a sweet person at all,
okay,
so
I'm Shahina,
I've got my chaat.
She has a chaat. But I think sometimes you just subconsciously think of dessert as being something like that, whereas what we're trying to highlight in this video, that dessert can be fun with fruit as well, and it can be just as nice, can't it, really?
You can still be naughty and nice with fruit as well.
Especially
you can
your
also,
fruit, Shahina.
also do the thin pastry flans with the fruit with the fruit juice on with a bit of custard. You don't have to be thick in custard. There's loads of alternatives to have good healthy way rather than having everything just fat.
I was going to say, do you remember years ago when we used to open our fast and we used to have so much like sweets and desserts?
Yeah.
What is it like
all
now?
the desserts were like proper fattening.
Yeah.
Like we used to have a lot of sugar in because like we used to have sweet rice, kheer, halwa. Halwa is the main in our Asian cuisine.
And it was also a favourite of my dad, and I do love it. And I'm not going to sit here and say I don't. I do, but it's
with halwa they used to make puriyan. So with them, like
very fattening.
But I think one of the things that I find now is for me halwa is something I love on Eid.
Yeah.
That's my treat on Eid. Not for Ramadan. I'd rather have something like this. Right? Okay, Shahina, you're going to sort of lead the way.
Right, as just one of the options that you can do with fruit is just a very quick, healthy fruit chaat. I've used fruits. I'm not going to use a watermelon because obviously that's going to make it too watery. You can have that, slice it up on the side. You could use this in it, which I'm not still going to use in it today. So this is a pomegranate. It's a very hard fruit. People get put off by buying these because it makes a mess getting it out. But it was just a quick tip. Just cut it in half and bang it with the edge of a spoon, and most of them just come out.
That's a very good tip. You know, that's the brilliant tip actually.
Yeah. And you know, it's sunnah as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Peace be upon him. Highly recommended the pomegranate because of the nutritional values that it holds. So it's something that, you know, now that we know how to...
Yeah, but a lot of people do get put off by buying them and it just sticks in the fruit bowl. But it is very nice and it's very tasty when it's mixed in a fruit chaat. What I'm just going to do to the fruit chaat is I'm just going to add loads of fruits, all my favourite fruits that you can get. I'm going to get grapes, which I'm just going to slice. You can slice them in half or in threes, whatever.
How soon would you sort of recommend to sort of make fruit chaat before, like, you know, you're going to eat it? Like, what time?
Ideally, what I do is normally an hour before.
An hour before.
Even a couple of hours, and like as long as you cover it, and you put it in the fridge, and it's like nice and refreshing because it'll be nice and cold.
But the later you can leave it, the better.
Yeah. Some people do it on the morning, but then I think it defeats the object if you're having lame fruit at the end of the day.
They sometimes get black too, don't they?
Yeah.
Off the colour.
A quick tip to stop it going black, I say, like if I'm using apples and pears, is to squirt some lemon juice on it before you do anything else.
Oh, I didn't know
that's
that.
a good tip.
Just mix it in and just squeeze it over the top, and that stops it browning.
Oh, well, that's good. Good tip.
It does eventually brown, but it
takes a bit longer.
Takes a bit longer than it would if you didn't.
Right. Yeah.
You can make fruit chaat. You can actually make chutneys with any type of fruit, which is absolutely gorgeous if you add a bit of onion and green chilies, and not do it too fine. So there's lots of healthy things to do with fruit. We just don't.
I think it's just trial and error, like sort of
be very adventurous.
And actually another thing that I'd like to sort of mention. I mean, since we have a lot of fruit treats, it's something that it's an ideal way of including the children in as well, isn't it? Because obviously if you're making some certain dishes, it's difficult to do that with children, whereas fruit is something that you can include the children, and it's something that they enjoy, it's fun, and you're promoting a very, very good habit for life as well, of, you know, getting your 5 fruits in a day as well. So that's another reason. I mean, for me, I find that my kids, when they participate in and making you know,
They're involved in it, they're more,
they're
they're more eager to eat it,
Yeah.
yeah. They want to eat it then.
Yeah.
Because they know they put the hard work into it.
And what's more appealing is the more colourful your fruit is, the more appealing that somebody's going to want to eat it.
Yeah.
We have no green grapes, that would have been good. I'm going to add some bananas into it. If you were wanting to use the melons or the watermelons, I'd advise you to do them at the end. I'm adding some peaches. So I've added grapes, tangerines, strawberries, pomegranate, apple. Now I'm going to do some blueberries, and I put some peaches.
Blueberries are fantastic. They've put high antioxidants, so very good for your skin. So I mean, it's definitely one of my, you know, top fruits on my list. Blueberries.
Anything with berry at the end is very, very good.
Berries are brilliant.
And even if you just get a strawberry plant and put it in the garden, you get plenty of fresh strawberries ready to go. This is mango at the end. And I'm just going to mix it up.
Looks nice already. Yummy, yummy.
Yes. You can either add a fresh, squeeze a fresh orange over it, or you can do lemon juice. You can use chaat masala, which spices it up a bit. This is the only way I like the fruit. If you wanted to, you could also use chickpeas, but not use, say like you wouldn't use the strawberries, but you could do that with the apples and the pear.
Banana.
And that'll be a spicy version of something healthy with a bit of onion.
Right.
And this, you get fruit chaat masala, and you get chana chaat masala, which is this. So you'd use that with that, but fruit chaat with this one.
And there's other things as well you could do as well. I suppose you could add like, you know, when you get them nice healthy yogurts as well.
Yeah.
You could
Or
mix
you
that
could
in.
sprinkle a bit of a black pepper.
You could actually blend some strawberries, stick all this in an ice lolly container, and freeze them. So there'll be actually fresh fruit ice lollies, and you'd see the pieces of fruit in the lollies.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a fantastic idea.
I'm gonna try
We
that
enjoy
one day.
doing that.
This only strawberries.
No, to blend it.
Right. Okay.
Just to blend it. So like when
Yeah.
you put it in the thing, it's a bit
Yeah.
to hold it together.
It's nice and natural.
So
And
when
again,
it's all
a good thing for
natural.
children. So
Natural
a really good tip
sugars.
there for the kids as well. Natural fruit lollies. Right, okay, thank you. So there we are. There's your fruit chart. We hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to Google us for more information on www.noorfitness.co.uk, you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Jazakallah for listening. Walaikum salam.